First, I'm gonna make the standard pork katsudon. You can easily make Western-style katsudon at home. Today we will also introduce some super easy pickles, Tsukemono, that are perfect for katsudon. This katsudon recipe has appeared several times on this channel, so if you have already seen it, please take a look at it as a review. Make a slit in the pork loin like this. Cutting a slit in the fatty part makes it easier to eat and prevents it from shrinking when fried. About 100 grams of pork is ideal for one serving of katsudon. Sprinkle salt and pepper on both sides of the pork. Flour is also applied evenly. Butter is just right when made in this quantity. 1 tablespoon flour, 1 tablespoon beaten egg, and half tablespoon water. There are recipes in which only the egg is coated after the flour and then the panko added. However, it's recommended to make a batter and coat the panko this way because the panko will stick better. Heat the oil and dump in a little panko. If the panko floats to the surface quickly, fry the pork. Fry for 3 minutes on each side. I always check the frying condition by observing the size of the pork. Adjust the heat so that after exactly 3 minutes, it's golden brown. If the color is still light after about 1 minute remaining, the heat needs to be increased slightly. If the color darkened considerably in the first minute, the heat is too high, and from that point on, fry over very low heat. This pork pellet should be stood up and drained off oil. Onions are essential for making katsudon. Cut into thin slices. Mitsuba is the standard topping for katsudon. This is Mitsuba from my hometown in Gunma. It's the mascot character of Gunma. If not available, you can skip it or substitute parsley. If you put too much, the smell will be too strong, so just a little is fine. But I got too much. When the cutlets have cooled slightly, cut them like this. Make the sauce for katsudon in a small fry pan. Put water, sake, mirin, soy sauce, sugar, and dashi powder. Dashi is important, so do not forget to add it. Turn on the heat and mix well. Then add the onions. Continue to cook the onions until the sauce is reduced by about half. Crack 2 eggs into a bowl and mix them together. When the amount of sauce is reduced, add cutlet. Put Mitsuba as you like. And pour the eggs. Cover and cook eggs until desired consistency. Sometimes I save the yolk until the last minute and eat it semi-cooked or raw. Today I put them all in at once. Now that the eggs are nice and cooked, let's serve them in a bowl. Prepare a bowl of rice. Instead of pork loin, you can make it with chicken and it's really tasty too. Before moving on to shrimp katsudon, here are some Japanese style pickles that go well with katsudon. This is a super easy recipe that makes use of leftover vegetables in the fridge, so be sure to give it a try. Today I had some Chinese cabbage and cabbage left in the fridge, so I'll use these too. Cut into bite-sized pieces. Then rinse well and drain thoroughly. It'll be delicious made with cucumbers or celery, among others. I could have added a few shredded carrots for color. I also added shiso because I had some left over. After trying it, I realized that this shiso was a must. basil, and other ingredients may be added. Because of the large amount of vegetables, I season them separately. But if you have a large bowl, you can season them all together. Put chicken stock powder, sugar, rice vinegar, sesame oil, and soy sauce. Mix well. The exact same seasoning is used for cabbage. This seasoning was the perfect combination for cabbage. Finally, add shiso. And mix all ingredients together. Place in a storage container and refrigerate for 1 hour. I ate it the next day. This can be stored in the refrigerator, but it will not last very long because of its low salt content. It's recommended that they be eaten within 2 to 3 days. It became a delicious sweet and sour pickle. The shiso was a very refreshing accent. Let's move on to the recipe for shrimp katsudon. Thaw frozen shrimp with the same level of salinity as seawater. Leave the shell of the tail intact. Cut a little off the end of the tail to drain the water. Remove back veins from shrimp. Add salt and potato starch to the shrimp to remove the smell and stain. I added a little more salt. Rub it in thoroughly. And then rinse it clean with water. Wipe off moisture thoroughly. The butter is the same recipe as before. Make a slit like this on the belly of the shrimp that has been thoroughly wiped dry. It's best not to make a slit in the thin part near the tail, but to make a fine slit in the thick part. Press down on the shrimp to straighten out. Dust with a light dusting of flour. Dip generously in butter and then in the panko. If the shrimp are well floured, they will be well coated in panko without having to dip them twice in the butter and panko. Will the shrimp fry straight without bending this time? Larger shrimp seem to be harder to bend. It's not so bad. Since there is not a lot of oil, I fry the shrimp by rotating them frequently. It cooked a little faster than pork cutlet, about 4.5 minutes total. Again, prepare onion slices. Make the same sauce as for the first katsudon recipe. Water, sake, mirin, soy sauce, sugar, and dashi powder. Dissolve the sugar and the dashi well before adding the onions. While softening the onions, the sauce is simmered at the same time. It's best to add the shrimp after the sauce has been reduced by about half so that the flavor is just right. Prepare 2 eggs and pour over the shrimp. Cover and let the eggs cook through. Fried shrimp also goes great with this sauce and egg. It'll be interesting to make cutlet with various other ingredients and make a bowl of rice like this. What do you like to eat katsudon made with? Pork, chicken, shrimp? Let me know if you have any good ideas. Thank you so much for watching our video. Please subscribe to our channel. If you are already a subscriber and would like to support our channel, please join our membership. Membership feedback will be reflected in content creation. See you in the next video.